And there we go. I've got the microphone on. Welcome, everyone. Glad to have you all on board today. I'm your host, DrFox2000, and this is VolcanoX live stream. And no shortage of lava. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. This is incredible. And welcome, everyone. Glad to have you all on board today. And let's see. A big welcome first off to our moderators, Arizona Snowman and Piggy and C&D Boy and Siggy Ragnar's in the house too. Welcome, Siggy. And of course, we will probably have others like Lucas, perhaps, as well as Joseph, and I think that should be about it. Maybe Gary hiding in the background, 24/7 live AZ Skies as well. So I'll love to have you all on board here, and thank you to the moderators. And wow, that's kind of a neat looking screen right now, kind of psychedelic colors. That is pretty awesome, you guys. And yeah, we've got lots of lava, so no shortage of lava for everyone. And of course, Siggy has paid the lava workers extra, and I guess he gave them some diamonds or something. And they're doing a fantastic job today. It is pretty awesome. So welcome to everyone, and let's see, I will start out with first person in today that gets the cookies, and that was Henry, of course. And Henry, here's your wonderful cookies, and there you go, I got them. So that is taken care of, and they are working double time. Well, double time is better than overtime. Anyway, that is awesome. At least I could for you guys after 2 days of bad weather. Wow, yeah, that's the least you could do. Really, that is pretty awesome. Anyway, they did add extra shots to it, and of course, close up is close up, and just switching over to the other one here, and that apparently is their new close-up view from MBL, and that is indeed close up. Unfortunately, in my opinion, slightly the wrong side of the cone, but hey, I'll live with it. I'll live with it. Something I do want to point out right off the bat is down. Where's my mouse? Hang on, my mouse isn't showing. Oh my God, somebody stole my mouse. Where are my shots here? Then let me see if we can get the mouse showing here. And hey, I got a mouse. See that interesting spot in the back here? Well, that's not stuff that flew out. That formed and appeared by itself, and we'll actually take a look at the other one and kind of go through that. That was pretty neat and awesome to see. So it is, yeah, it wasn't my mouse, it was my hamster is what I was looking for. My bad. I saw that, Doc. Thanks, Sarah. And yeah, it was kind of a weird spot there, but we'll get to it. I'm going to say hi to everyone in the chat. Of course, Henry was first. It's a hamster. Yeah, it's a hamster. That's what I keep forgetting. It's trying to find that mouse with, it's got no tail. It's because it's a hamster. Lost your gerbil, Doc? Yeah, he's running around here. The gerbil. Gerbil. Pretty awesome. Anyway, welcome everyone. Whoa, look at that. That camera's almost too close as far as the zoom in, but yeah, you can't get much more lavely than this, though. Really, truly, it is very, very close in looking. And just to kind of mention this here now, from the base up, like from the lava level and up, is probably 20 meters in height, and 20 meters, about 60 feet. So when you see it going up, when you see that lava going all the way up, it is over 2 times the height of the original thing on top of what we've got here. So we're looking at maybe 60 to 80 meters in height. And of course, 60 meters ends up being about 180 feet in elevation of lava being thrown up in the sky. And that is pretty cool and pretty awesome to see that. RUV ascend 100 meters into the air. Wow, that is pretty awesome. 100 meters, that's 300 feet. That is a lot of height. So my guesstimate was just a tad shy, but hey, I don't mind. I'd rather err on the side of caution than be wrong. But if they're saying 100 meters, hey, I'll take it. I'll take it. That is absolutely awesome. Anyway, let's run through all you good people for being here, and just want to shout everyone out and say hi. And we will start out with Brutal Avenger and Do Free and Debbie Fogel and DJ Puff the Third and Roxy and Epically Epic, Tom Caruso, Andy Morgan, welcome. Of course, Siggy got already. Trevor Wonky Donkey is here. Linda Schoof, welcome, Linda. And going up a little bit more, we see Piggy in the house, of course, and that is wonderful. And hope Piggy has got her ice pack on her leg, but I'll talk about that later. Sue Hayes, welcome. And going up, Kevin Haynes, welcome back. And Ashcan in the house. We got Tom Caruso already, I think. Henry Nelson got the cookies, so he's good. Sarah Miles, I think we got Linda Schoof already sneaking out at the backside. Yeah, we'll talk about that shortly. Ooh, that backside just about got extra lava there. Isn't that goody? I like it. King Colin Deadman also in the house, and that is awesome. Brutal Avenger, we got OFU Lux from Luxembourg, flew in especially to see the sights. Awesome. And let's see who else is here. Going up, Connie and Tyree, welcome. And going up a little more, trying to find names. Andy Morgan we got. Louise Clark, welcome back. Good to have you on board. And sliding up here a little bit quicker, trying to find more wonderful names. And we see Grandma B is in the house. Welcome back, Grandma B. And going up some more. Ariane, welcome back. And let's see. Kaneko, I hope I said that right. Welcome. Glad to have you on board. Tracy Bills is in the house. Matt Jen also here. Welcome. Going up, Lizoid, I think we got that. Thanks for the apple. Yeah. And awesome. Going up some more, looking for other wonderful names. And let's see. Len is back. Kaktala Len. And of course, that is always nice to have people from all kinds of places in here. So no worries. Going up some more, Thomas P. Welcome back, Thomas. Glennis, welcome. And Casio81, welcome. And let's see who else snuck in here. Truck 15 is on board. Good to have you here again. And sliding up some more, trying to find names that I haven't mentioned yet. And let's see, there's a lot of chatting going on, so that's all right. I don't mind people chatting. That's exactly what it's for. and actually it's a very good place to chat because it's nice and clean, and people are respectful. So we really do appreciate that. Patriot Roydy, back in the house. Welcome back. I haven't seen you for a while. Epically Epic, I think I got you earlier there. Carl, and happy birthday to Mars. Yeah, apparently it's Mars 28's birthday tomorrow, if I understood that correctly, and Mars will be in here. So we'll see if we can give Mars the moon. Or hang on, moon? No, we won't moon the Mars. Never mind. Okay, well, we'll work on that tomorrow. Do you plan on watching the show? Oh, I do plan on watching the show tomorrow. Excellent, Mars. That'll be awesome. Going up some more here, looking for other wonderful names. Adele is back in here. Welcome, Adele. And we got Lizoid, Louise Bilton. We got, okay. Scrolling up, and that's about as far up as I can scroll. I don't see any other names up there. It's already gone off the page. Some of you may have gotten missed there, but that's okay. We do see Jack 2767 is there. Jan Arts also in, as well as William Johnson and Stefan Foster. Larry is here. Welcome, Larry. And looking a little up there, Derek Shave. Welcome back, Derek. And we got Linda, we got Gravaby, Samrin, I hope I pronounced that correctly, and welcome. A few new names in here today, which is really good. We don't mind that at all. So, anyway, glad to have you all on board. Let's see, Richard, is it Hiley or Hilly? Hiley, I believe, and welcome. I think I just about got everybody that's in here. Debbie Fogel, we got, yep. All right, for right now, we're all good. And the squirrel outside wants me to say hi to him. Hi, squirrel. We acknowledge you. Anita, welcome as well. And glad to have you on board. And the naughty husky. Okay, and what did the husky do now? Yeah. You are right. Okay, Highly. Okay, perfect. Got it, Highly. So, excellent. Ninja Orchid's also in here. Good to have you back on board. And Juliet, I'm jealous, MG. We had visitors, one left, one is playing video games on my phone. Oh, darn. Anyway, Juliet, welcome. And DJ, we got that. Yeah, let's not worry about what the squirrel is collecting, okay? That is all right. And I think we're good for now. And let's get into the meat and potatoes, the hot stuff. And we will actually go take a look at the other view. I just got to see which one I'm on right now, because with these new views and me trying to work out, because I thought potentially we weren't going to have that other shot from the other side. I thought, I got to redo things here. And I'm trying to keep things straight. So it's a little messy for me, but let's go to this scene for right now. And I think we'll work with this one because this is what we want to go back. Oh my God, Scott Hartman. Let me write that down. Scott Hartman. Thank you, Scott. And thanks for being you. You are most welcome. Thank you for that wonderful $20 super chat to kick things off. That is really, really awesome. I do appreciate that support. Okay, so let's go back in time, and that's always nice when we can back up with the video a little bit and see what's going on. So the question is about these spots back here, and I kind of watched them form, and I thought, what the heck is going on? I thought at first, okay, we had a big chunk fly out of there and land over there, but that's not the case. So let's back up just a little bit, and we will see when those first appeared, and hopefully this will work. And there you can see one of them right there, and then now we've got another one a little further out. So if we go back a little bit further, about 3 hours ago, you only see a little bit, and if you go back about 3 hours and 40 minutes ago, and you don't see it at all. Sorry, a tiny little speck. But what's been happening is that somewhere underneath here, there's a lava tube or some lava flowing, and all of a sudden this was starting to get a little bit brighter. So even if we go ahead 5 seconds at a time, I don't know if that's going to show it. I might have to do a little quicker here to try to demonstrate this. But we see more lava showing up here all of a sudden, and then all of a sudden we'll see this increase in size, and possibly right there. We did have some extra material flying over. Some of that looked pretty awesome. By the way, at that point, there was already that outbreak that went to the north, and that was pretty awesome and pretty cool. I kind of had looked at it earlier and seen that there's quite a bit of a dam built up around the edges here, you guys. So that is pretty awesome and pretty cool. But what ended up happening was that dam did get overburdened with the amount of lava pushing behind it, and it did start pouring out. But that's not what I'm at here. Let's move ahead a little bit, and we can see that, yeah, it faded out a little bit, and things got a little quieter in the back, and you can barely see what's going on. We do know that there's some flow back there, and then about 3 hours ago, roughly, let's see, yeah, you started seeing it again, and it got a little bit foggy for a little while, and I thought, oh no, we're going to lose our visibility there. But we were lucky. The weather gods treated us well, and as we progressed, it cleared up again to a degree, and it's been in and out a little bit. But there now, everything is kind of cooled off. But you see, the spots now are new spots, and if we go ahead from here, we should be able to see it form. Maybe not yet. Maybe I'm still back a little too far here, but you can see the other spots there, so interesting. But let's move ahead here a little bit, and I want to see, okay, that guy came back. Let's go back here a little bit. There you can actually see a couple of spots. So anyway, point is that this stuff is very porous. That there is a lot of space in there, in that tephra, for lava to flow through. And it gets very neat and interesting to be able to watch it move along fairly quickly. And as we see, it is getting brighter in this shot. So if we go ahead 5 seconds at a time, we see new ones appear out here as well as back there. It's getting a little bit darker or bigger. And let's see. I'm going to be missing the exact spot here, I'm sure. But anyway, point is, those things are being formed from lava flowing underneath rather than it splashing over. And that is pretty cool and pretty awesome. If we put that back to current time, you can see that it is actually already up on the hill as well. So there is a fair amount of lava sitting in the background doing its thing, and we kind of watched it. Other neat things that we seen earlier, not this view, but this one, when it was on earlier and was pointed in the right place. Unfortunately, they've got it kind of messed up right now, and I'm trying to see how far back we need to go here to see. Remember our floating rock? Oh yeah, this is already beyond what I wanted to show. There, okay, so here's our rock. That rock broke off of here, and that is kind of neat. If we go back a little bit more, you can see, let's see if we can go back to the point where it broke. There, it's starting to kind of float away a little bit. Let's see if we get right back to it to show it connected. And there, basically, yeah, it's right up there. It's connected to it, and you really can't decipher that that is not part of that back wall or cone. But if we advance and go watch what happens here as it moves a little bit, if we move it ahead, you can see it's starting to get some wear on top of it, and it's actually kind of turning. And as we keep going, of course the cloud changes. You can see it a little bit better. It's right there, and we continue to watch it. Dan Edwards says, isn't that the boulder from 3 days ago? No, that boulder is over here. That is the boulder that made itself part of the wall over here. This boulder is brand new, and that was made by this volcano. Anyway, let's keep moving it ahead here, and I want to keep on. They did pan to the other side there with this camera, so a few times, if we see what happens, you notice the gap in here is getting wider. This thing's actually floating, so it's kind of weird, but there you can see how much further it floated out now. And as we keep going, you can see, look where it is now, and that is pretty cool. So it moved quite a ways. Kimmer says hello, and how are you today? I'm absolutely fine, doing my thing. Anyway, we see that rock moving ahead, or to the south a little bit, and as we keep going, you can see it there, and then it will be destroyed after a little while. And if we keep going here, you might even be, yeah, you see what happened to it? All this lava here coming out is just beating the living daylights out of it, and pulverizing that. And because it is just lava chunks that broke off there, it is really literally just breaking it into bits and pieces, and that is pretty awesome to see. So that big chunk from here floated over there and got beat up, and it is now a nothingness. Anyway, I just thought I'd point that out. I thought it was kind of neat and interesting. Then later on, actually, let me back that up about 5 seconds or 10 seconds. Let that go. Watch how high that lava shoots out. There's another piece that just fell in there. But you see how high that lava is coming up there? That is just crazy. And that is definitely over twice the height of the back wall. And that is pretty awesome. And those are big chunks being thrown out. That is, and that's all hot molten tephra lava. And it is really kind of neat to see. Now in this area here, this is what I said was going to break out. You see that nice little dam it had built up all the way around, and I said, yep, it's going to break out to the north. And when we did have a look, wow, Carl, thank you very kindly for that wonderful super chat. Carl, and get that last name written down there. Whiskey, okay, got it. And thank you very, very much for that $10 super chat. Do appreciate that wonderful support. anyway, as we continue here, and this is just before the camera kind of died out, so wanted to move on with that. Something else I do kind of note, this guy looks awful lonely over here. So we've got, it looks like 1, 2, 3 in the hole here, and then this guy. So all of these are kind of in that half shell that they built. And yeah, I know, turtles in a half shell, all right. But let's not worry about that. But if we continue on here, they did have the problems with the camera after that. And there you can, whoop, yeah, problems. There we go. There you can see the first onslaught of that dam breaking, and it's starting to pour out onto the, I guess it would be kind of the northwest, because that would be north. Again, issues with their camera at that point in time. Let's see if we can advance it. There we go. North would be straight this way, or a little bit more on kind of that angle, whatever, towards this thing from here. But anyway, that is, it increased, it got bigger in size, and this is where they ended up zooming out with their camera. And there you can see there's that other one that started flowing out to the north, and really making quite an impact on what's happening. And of course, the reason for that breakout is the amount of lava that is now coming out of there. It is just awesome to see the amount that's actually spewing out. And there you can see it a whole bunch better as things continue to flow. And that did go up the path a little bit, and that is neat. But what's going to happen, all this area, this whole berm that it built itself, is going to get more holes, and this is another good example of it right here, where you have it break through and pour out, and it's going to try to fill up that trough that is beside the hill and the lava flow. And that's kind of a natural thing for it to be doing. So it's going to look to fill all that up and create a level surface, of course, because nature doesn't like having liquids on slopes. So that is what we've got. ESD says, how many cones are there? Well, technically there are 0 cones, because they haven't really built themselves up to be cones as of yet. I won't count these very, very first ones that developed over here, because they were just little babies, and I don't think we're going to need to worry about them. They stop flowing right away. But I think we really do need to check that out. The ice cream boat has plenty. Oh, yeah, cones, of course. There we go. And anyway, you see more of that outbreaking here. So that dam, because of the volume of lava coming out, that these spots in that dam are breaking through, and then it's going to try to create an equilibrium over here and level everything off. So pretty cool to see that, you guys. I just wanted to share that with you. Let's put that one back to live. That's what it looks like right now. Unfortunately, they've got the over 2/3 of the screen turned into rock here because of the malfunction and not enough power for both camera and pan tilt motors. So something wrong with their batteries on there, but that's okay. They were out there trying to service it earlier, and I don't know if they brought the right stuff with them. But looking back at different views here, we do see that is pretty awesome. We see extra lava in the background now as well here. So more stuff seeping through that tephra that has been laid down from earlier. And that is kind of cool to really watch, and very, very lavally, if you ask me. And this, of course, is the other view, not as sharp, but still, anything with lava on it is wonderful. And of course, here is our overview of the entire Maradalier Valley. And of course, that is our vent area over on that side. And it looks awful bright over there right now because of the settings on this camera. But that is pretty cool, pretty awesome. You do see some of that new lava lake stuff pushing through here. We're going to see more lava flowing. But just note, way over here, there is hot, fresh lava. So this is definitely putting lava out into the eastern side of Maradalier. And I want to go back a little bit in time on this camera. And in the daylight, you can see a little bit better as to what I want to point out. And that is all this smoke here. For some reason, we have a whole kind of almost straight fissure or line of smoke emanating out of that area. And that lava has not reached there. The lava, you can see, is up to that point right there. So what is causing all that? And why do we have smoke emanating right here from the edge? That's actually within the lava flow, but it is closer to the edge. We also still have a lot of smoke here, and that smoke, again, there's no lava touching it. There's no lava flowed far enough over here to cause that. This has been here since this thing started erupting. So are we going to see some more hot spots? Aliens? Maybe. I don't know, Brutal Avenger. Anything is possible, but it looks pretty cool. And I see somebody's over there with a flashlight or camera or something taking pictures. And but yeah, definitely kind of wild to see all that smoke and stuff like that happening. And it makes you wonder, that whole area is just getting hotter and hotter. And maybe this is the prelude to what's to come. So pretty awesome. Let's put that back to live so we can see that. And of course, in the background here, you see that very pyramid looking like mountain. That is Kalir. And in the background, the lights there, that's Reykjavik, the capital city. So pretty cool, pretty awesome, you guys. Let's get back to some of the close-up views. This, of course, is MBL's latest close-up view, brand new, and it is very, very close, and it's great for watching exactly, the super close-up shots, and I thought it was kind of awesome. Something I did notice so on, not this one, but the other MBL one, when it was erupting, the lava was so hot and white in the middle that it was causing the saturation in the sensor, and it started turning it purple in the white spots, which is really kind of weird looking, but I liked it. I thought it was, hey, cool, as hot as the sun type of thing. So pretty awesome. Hey, it's LOL Gemma Super Kitty. Welcome, Dave and Claire. Glad to have you on board. And let's see, who else snuck in here? Lava bombs. Yes, careful. Make sure you have your hard hat on and everything else that you need. If you're going to get too close to this thing, you are going to get hurt. Something I do want to point out here, if you take a look at in that lava field or the lake, notice everything is small, little tiny bits. There's no big islands, other than you see a couple, but very, very few. And what that is because there's so much action happening in here. This thing is so violent, it's just churning everything up and keeping everything going. And I think that is pretty cool and pretty awesome. Quick look at the harmonic tremor chart before I get ready to go for a break. And I will actually refresh that. Give me a second, and we will have a quick peek there. There we go. And I see it was on an upward swing. I don't know, it doesn't always write it in the right spot here, so that may be going up as well. But I thought, oh yeah, we're going down where it's going to slow down a bit, but no, right back up, and this is pretty good. And this is an indicator of what we've been seeing, the heavier action in the last couple of hours that this thing has been going. And again, we see it's still way up. So excellent harmonic tremor chart, looking very, very good, as I feel this eruption will continue for a while. So pretty awesome, you guys. You can't beat it. It is really, really neat. Let me get that banner off of there. So that is the one view there, and in that, whoop, where's my mouse? In that view, you see that a little lake or puddle behind here. That is kind of just that flow through that porous material pouring through there. It's really neat. It's just absolutely wild. Anyway, you do see, pardon me, you do see the outflows here. We can't, on this angle, we can't see so well off to the other sides there because it's downhill. And then as well with this one, and that is going up the path there where that first northerly flow was. So that's what we've got there. Not so much coming out here right now, or at least we're not seeing as much. I'm sure it will pick back up again, where we're going to see that flow. Once it fills those other areas again, it's going to start pouring back into Meridalier. And it is break time, Piggy. Thank you. And I am going to go for a break, you guys. So please hang around. I think I'm going to put you back onto that close-up cam, and I will leave you there for the break and for the duration. And yeah, I'll snout Bob. Careful, I need to get a Pepsi and do my thing. So enjoy the lovely view while I'm away. And please don't forget to hit that like button. That would really be awesome. Also, if whoa, we've got like 230 people and 125 likes. I guess half of you don't like lava. Holy mackerel! Hit that thumbs up, you guys. Help us out. That is the easiest, cheapest, and most economical way to help out the stream. Let's give her a few shots. And on that note, I'm going to go take that break. Don't go away. Keep smiling. Keep hitting that button. And I will be back in a little while. Don't go away. I'm your host, DrFox2000. I'll be back. And there we go. Microphone is back on. My ears sense you. Piggy, that is awesome. Gonna turn that song off though. All right, I did, and it's not in the same spot as the other music, so I have to make sure I turn it off. And thank you for the welcome backs from all of you, and that is Piggy, of course, and Sue Hayes, and let's see, and not DJ. He said no, whatever that meant. And Kevin and Sarah and Henry, and let's see, I think we're pretty good with the rest of them. Thank you, everyone. I do appreciate it, all of you, and that is pretty awesome. Woo, Dr. Fox, thanks, Kimmer. And anyway, lovely, lovely pile of lava here. This is just absolutely gorgeous, cool, and awesome to look at. And Stephen Foster says 5 by 5, Doc. Feeling the love. Thanks, Brad. All right. That's cool. Can you turn the heat down? It's melting on my pack. I wish I got a fan on already, Piggy. I have to have it on here. It's warm in here today, and the weather guessers this morning, of course, said 23 degrees Celsius for a high temperature for us today, and we're already sitting at 27. So I think the weather guessers forgot to look out the window. It's all right. It is summertime. We don't mind that, and that is pretty cool and, well, warm, actually, and that is all right. And the Siggy Fisher, yep. The Siggy Fisher is heating up, and it's going to build the Siggy Cone and the Siggy Volcano, and we will enjoy that once it gets big and strong and does all of its wondrous things. So, yep, it is doing its really, really neat stuff going up and down with the amount of lava that is coming out at times. Welcome, Duchess, I see you there. And anyway, so the flow rate that's coming out, it's definitely variable. It's up and down big time. With some of that stuff, sometimes it looks like it's pouring out 35, 40 cubic meters per second, whereas other times we're probably somewhere around, 7 or 8, 17 or 18 cubic meters per second. So this thing is indeed cranking it up at times and doing really, really well. Matt Jim Butzler, thank you for that $5 super chat. Thanks, Matt. Matt Jim. Okay, get that written down here, and that is awesome. Thank you. Get it. Okay, got it. Got it written down. Thanks, Matt Jim. Appreciate it. Anyway, lots of lava coming out of this thing. And a lot of people are asking, well, why isn't it building up a wall on the other side? And that is because it's just too violent. There's just too much flow coming out. Now, it already has risen the floor level of that portion of the valley. So what's going to happen is we will see some of that when this thing starts to slow down a little bit. We'll see some of that solidify up a little bit, and that may allow it to start building a little bit more of a cone on the western wall, but the eastern and southern area here going all the way around to kind of the northeast, it's all basically creating this massive wall that's building up, and that is pretty wild to see. Not what I expected it to do. I thought it was going to gradually build up and just have a flow point out at some spot on the side here, but this thing is really surprising me the way it is doing things. Bob, 5 times. Thank you. And Dave and Claire and everyone else. That is really, really cool. Any activity happening at La Palma volcano? Nope, nothing. Is it completely dormant? Yes, ESD. And we will go actually, let's do that. We'll go around the world and have a quick look here before we get back to our stuff here. And let's start out with a very, I guess we call this moonlit. I don't know if you're going to call it moonlit, but that is in Sicily. You can see a little bit of a smoke plume on top there. And let me get my stuff working here. Boy, I turned the mouse off because it always showed up in my time lapses. But you can see right up here, you can see a little bit of a plume. And I thought I had loaded up my well, it wasn't a time lapse, it was just a small video I had made because the amount of stuff I was trying to do time lapses on all of a sudden was just astronomical. So I said, okay, we'll back off on making time lapses. Let's just concentrate on getting what we need for today. And this is here. I'll show you what the day kind of looked like there in Sicily. So this is just a regular video, and that is what it was like earlier. And of course you can see where the smoke is coming out on the top of Etna, and of course the rest of the area looked a little on the hazy side. We didn't see any major increase in anything, so it's pretty quiet there at Etna in Sicily. I'm not going to worry about that guy too much, but I did figure, show you what it looked like. Pardon me. And it gives you a pretty good idea of what the day was like there. And that, of course, was about just about quarter after 3 in the afternoon their time. So that was pretty awesome. But that is what it looks like now, and I know hard to see if you're looking at a small device. You probably will not be able to see that. If you got it on a big screen, I'm sure you will be able to see that plume up there. Pretty cool. Anyway, let's pop over to other volcanoes real quick around the world. Zipping over here, this is the Azores, and we are on the island of São Jorge. And right now we've got so much fog and stuff in there, you can't really tell what's going on. Let's see, there's a shot of what it looks like during the day, and gives you a better idea. The strait across here is about 18 kilometers from one side to the other. And let me get my mouse on there. Where's that picture? Somewhere around here. Oh, it won't show on this picture anyway. But yeah, that strait's about 18 kilometers across, and that is what we're seeing. So let me turn that back off. You can see the lights on Pico Island across the way, and that is the harbor down there. Pretty awesome. Moving to the next one, we use this one. This is a cove in here, and what I like looking at is the amount of waves down here. Seas are pretty rough. Don't go out there with little craft. You need bigger boats. Otherwise, you're gonna go under. And let's move on. There is wow, that's pretty awesome. Moonlit, very moonlit night there at the harbor, and they've got a boat there, another one anchored there, and then there'll probably be some sailing vessels sitting on the side here as well. Quick peek for earthquakes, and let me get that screen a little bit wider. There we go. And yesterday we didn't have any, and today we do have 2, and we have this 1.8 from 9:27 a.m. and a 2.0 from 20:28, and that is in the Azores. and we do have two potential volcanoes there. So this one here on Sao George, and the other one is over here on Torcia, and that is going to be interesting to see what happens if either one of them will go off. So pretty cool. You're right, the seas are powerful. Arr, matey, they are indeed, and gotta watch out for pirates out there. Anyway, let's see if we can refresh the other map here. Oh, come on, refresh. You can do something. There we go. It's working. I think it's working. Come on, hamster. You can do it. And there we go. And there is some quakes showing. And we'll make it one more bigger there. All right. Zooming in. And of course, this is our Sao George Island. There's the two quakes that we seen 3 hours ago, 2.4, and they call it a 2.2. This map, because it's a different place, they have different values on these. I don't know why. They're not consistent, but 2.4 and 2.2, whereas the other one had 1.9 and 2.2. Makes you kind of go, Anyway, Pico Island here, Fayal Island, and this is that other one where the other volcano is the possible volcano. And we do see these two out here as well, and that is a 2.9 and 2.5, and they are out here on the fissures that are coming through. Of course, that is your mid-Atlantic ridge area in between here, and you can see where everything has been expanding. And of course, that is the Eurasian plate, North American plate, and down here is the African plate. So that is the junction point where all three plates kind of meet. Actually, I should say where all three plates are kind of coming apart, which is kind of interesting. And the Azores really no man's land as far as brand new stuff in the future. And here's a quick list of those quakes. They're showing that 2.4 at 10 kilometers down, the 2.2 9 kilometers down, 2.5 5 kilometers down, and the other 2.9 here 10 kilometers down. And that is interesting because typically we see surface stuff, and we definitely didn't see anything this time. Hang on, what the heck is this thing doing? Go back, there we go. Oh, okay, it loves me, but it loves me not. There we go, got that chart going. So there's that one about 5 and 8.5, and a couple roughly about 10 kilometers down. That's the activity that we see in the Azores today, you guys. So I'm going to put it back on that one. We will move along to our next one. And Merapi is not so happy. It's in the daytime, and we don't have the greatest of views. And I did check for Semeru, and Semeru is offline right now, so I'm not going to worry about that guy. We'll take a look for him later on in life. Let's go over to Sakurajima and see what Japan is offering us. And I know Sakurajima has been continuing to do what it does and throw out a lot of material. And if we go back to a couple spots here, right about here, and we will be able to see what happens. We should be able to see it popping up fairly well. Let's see if we can expedite this. There you go. And you can see that plume starting to build out. And it's been doing this all day and night long on occasion, throwing out a lot of material. And as the clock ticks away, this of course was just after 7 a.m. their time, and you can see that material coming out of there pretty decently, although it is a little bit on the slow side. If we speed it up here 5 seconds at a time, it kind of expedites what we're trying to get across here, but you can see there is a lot of cloud coming out, and also that does include some of that darker gray material in here. And if we go look at that time, so 4 minutes after, go look at the close-up, and 4 minutes after 7, let's see if we can get to that one. And that is 6 minutes after 7. We want to go back 2 more minutes, about there maybe, and 5 minutes after, nope, a couple more minutes. There, unfortunately, with the close-up cam, it is pretty smoky there, and the clouds sitting in front, so it had a hard time focusing on that. But you definitely can see the darker pyroclastic material, ash, and whatever else is combined into that ejecta there. Throwing that out looks pretty awesome, you guys. 4 minute break to break. Got it, Piggy. Thank you. Anyway, that is what's happening with Sakurajima. So it definitely is continuing. Ice cream boat is in, by the way. If you need to go get an ice cream, I can see the smokestack right there. So definitely one of them is there anyway. And again, down the road here, and you can see the path. You can see it, and it goes down, and then you turn at the lights there and run down to the dock, and you'll be okay. You can get your ice cream down there. Anyway, lots of haze, lots of cloud, hard to see, but we'll carry on. And of course, Mount Fuji, real quick, and nice view. Absolutely no snow on it, and yep, as I've commented before, I've never really, up to this year, I've never ever seen Mount Fuji without snow. And seeing it not have any snow on there is a pretty good indicator of that we've got warmer temperatures throughout the world. Next volcano, this is Aso, also in Japan. ASO is the way it is spelled. You can definitely see that there's a lot of steam coming out of that crater, and that crater, of course, extends just around here. And there has been a lot of rain up here, and of course these are rain clouds. They're probably adding more water to it as this thing is steaming off, so it'll continue to steam. It is in a green state, so I'm not worried about eruptions from it right at present. Next guy is, of course, Suwanoshijima, and the plume kind of speaks for itself. You can see it is fairly slow moving, but it is filled with darker gray material, so we know that it is throwing out some ash and everything else as well. I tried to go back and see if we could see any stuff. Oh, hang on, are we missing some video here? I was looking for when it was really dark out, and I never did see nice stars, by the way. Never did see any kind of a plume until about there, and I'm not sure if that is being lit up from lava or if that is actual sunrise, perhaps, because it is about 4:05. That might be from in the crater being lit up, and that is kind of neat to see. Even if we go ahead a few minutes, we do see it's still kind of lit, but I'm still unsure, right? Because we don't see the lava. But we do see a lot of stars in the sky there, and that is pretty cool. Okay, putting it back to live, that way we can see what it does look like right now. Lots of off-gassing, so we'll likely see higher SO2 rates again from that, as well as Sakurajima, and we'll put that back on live. There we go. And that is pretty cool. It is 6 o'clock, and that is looking at my break time here, you guys. When I come back from break, we'll have our bacon seeds. Let's put this back to Iceland. Beautiful close-up view of our new Siggy Fisher continuing to do its thing. And anyway, you guys, be good. For those who have not yet hit that like button, please do consider hitting it. That really does help the stream out and gets our ratings up. And it is not going to cost you a darn thing other than moving your mouse a little bit and going click. And we really do appreciate it. On that friendly thought, I'll be back in 5 or so minutes. Keep smiling, everyone, and be good. I'm your host, DrFox2000, located here in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada, far away from any of these volcanoes, so I'm pretty safe. Don't go away. More to come. Bacon seeds next when I come back from the break. Thanks. right, I am back. Welcome back, everyone. I'm your host, DrFox2000, and you're watching VolcanoX live stream. And Piggy says, welcome back. Here is another Pepsi, LOL, for next break. Okay, thanks, Piggy. You could have given me the Pepsi, though. Hang on, I found some. There's a whole bunch in here. Look at all these Pepsis. Holy mackerel. Okay, really cool. Anyway, yeah, love that lava. Love the lava. I sure hope there's no one in here who's being deprived of lava today. If you're being deprived of lava, please put your hand up. Okay, I don't see any hands. None at all. I think we're good. So, anyway, let's go over and have a look at our bacon. Hey, no trotter. That's not a hand. You can't do that. That's all good, Piggy. And I'm in time for bacon seeds. Yippee! Diane Craig, welcome. Yeah, it's okay, Piggy. And yeah, I think you see enough of that lava. Trotters do count, but she's just playing games. It's all right. Just don't move that one, the left one there. That's going to be kind of gnarly. Rusty Bolts, wow, throws in a 10-pound super chat. Thank you, Rusty Bolts. Rusty and Bolts, and that is awesome. Thank you kindly for that 10-pound super chat. Let's see if I make that pound symbol correctly there. There we go. And awesome. Thank you kindly. I really do appreciate that wonderful support. Okay, on that lovely note, let us go over and have some peek at the bacon seeds. And Piggy, I just wanted to tell you that this one was the one that people reacted to the most yesterday out of those ones that you sent me. And I really do thank you for those. That was very kind and awesome and really, really nice. So that was, I think, the best one. So I really do appreciate it. Thank you. Anyway, let's get on to today's bacon seeds. Hey, is Major in here? Major walked in the room, or did he? I didn't see Major pop in here. Who's this Major? Major, did you come in here? Major, Major did walk in. Welcome, Major. Haven't seen you for a while. Awesome that you came back. Anyway, bacon seeds, here we go. And of course, these guys are laying low, and they're kind of sleeping, and they're cute, but they are pretty awesome. Diane says, happy belated birthday. Thank you, Diane. I do appreciate that. And yeah, it was my birthday yesterday for those who are here and weren't aware of that. But it's all good, and I feel a day older, and that's pretty normal, I guess. So moving on, and here's our next wonderful bacon seed. And he is smiley and looking and curious, and has a real neat appearance to him. And he's got some friends in the background there, of course. And let's move on to the next wonderful bacon seed. And it's a whole bunch of them, and they're all sleeping. And notice they all kind of face the same way in this particular picture. That is all pretty good. But one of these doesn't look like it belongs. I wonder which one it is. And yeah, it's hard to tell. But yeah, odd one. There is an odd one there. And I'm not sure which one that actually is. Anyway, we'll leave that be. Was me last night, LOL. Okay. Odd one out. That is all right. And I'm I'm sure, Piggy, that you slept well last night, and I'm hoping you did, and that your trip. I know you had a long trip, a long day, and you know you were worried about missing the show there. But hey, you know when you're tired, you're tired. You got to do what you got to do, and you got to take care of yourself first and foremost, and that's all there's to it. Anyway, next bacon seeds, and that is everybody's sleeping, and I guess that's what happened today. As everybody's so tired, and they've been watching the VolcanoX live streams, and they're getting tired, falling asleep, listening to my voice. So that's what's happening. They're all falling asleep, cuddling together. Yeah, they're awesome. They like that. Next bacon seed. See what we've got. Twins. Yep. Except for, I don't know, can't tell if they both have those brownish marks over their eyes on both sides. It looks like the one on the left does. It's hard to tell if the right one has as well. It looks nice though. And here we go. And out of the three that we were supposed to see in the picture, we only see one in the right direction. The other ones were camera shy, so they tried to hide. Tired from your party, Dr. Fox. Yep. Kaput seedlings. Aw, yeah. They're tuckered out. They have lots of energy, but tuckered out. And let's get to our second last one here. And these are definitely little itty bitty bacon seeds. And this is a very newborn type. And that is a tiny little bacon seed. I bet you he's not even a day old. And like crawling around already. So pretty awesome. That called the rear guard. I got it. Thanks, King Colin. You would know after all. Never mind. Oh, one more bacon seed to go, you guys, and let's see what the last one looks like for today. And there we go. That is our last wonderful little bacon seed, you guys. And that is very, very nice. And this is a very, very new bacon seed. He is just born, I think, just hours before that picture was taken. So probably his very first steps. Nice to see, and that is kind of cool. I like it. Wonderful little bacon seeds. So that's our bacon seeds for today, you guys, and that is pretty cool and pretty awesome. And thank you, Piggy, again for the wonderful bacon seeds. You do an awesome job sending those ones in, and very, very nice. And thank you. Do appreciate it. All right, let's continue on with our volcano stuff. A quick pop back over to Sakurajima, and we did see more plumes coming out of there. It has kind of messed the sky up a little bit more. Just right after we panned away last time, we had a major plume up behind it, and I'm trying to actually see if I can get back to it here. If we can get it, yeah, right about here, and then we can advance it. So in this cloud, this was when we were looking at it, and we actually had it about 9:02 is when we were looking, but you see the gray cloud come up behind here, and that is a fair size eruption this time around. And I'm advancing it 5 seconds at a time, of course, and you see that really billowed out of there. And that was pretty awesome. A lot of grayish, darker gray material, and that is what we definitely noticed. So anyway, I just wanted to kind of point that one out, and we'll go back to the live. And in the live, you can actually see on the other shot here, you can see more of that material in the background. So it is continuing to throw material out. By the way, the ice cream boat left. He's over there already, if you need to know. So if you didn't get your ice cream, you'll have to wait for the next boat to come in. Anyway, lots of lava coming out of that. And that is pretty cool. Quick pop over. That was working. Let's see if we can get it going again. Actually, let me pop you back onto Sakurajima while I try to fix that up. I had that going earlier, just before the stream, and I know sometimes it takes off and you can't see things afterwards. That should be good there, and yeah, this is kind of a different shot, and this is a all, and because of the way the fog is sitting over top of the lake, this looks really weird. And yes, that is Taal volcano hiding in the fog, and that is kind of an awesome picture. I thought we needed to look at that. So pretty weird, and we like it though. We like weird. I'm not sure if this, where's my mouse? If this area here, this looks darker, and I wish we could see what's going on underneath here, but I don't know. It almost looks like we've got a little bit more than just steam coming up there. So it is a little bit on the weirder side. Yeah, it is a cool pic, and I'm going to take a picture of it just for keepsakes, because that is pretty awesome. Next one, of course, just to zip around here real quick, that should bring us over to our geysers, and yep, there they are, Yellowstone National Park. Geysers are still doing their thing, ejecting lots of steam, and as long as they're doing that, it's a pretty good indicator that we've got water down in the bowels of the venting areas there, where it starts to heat up and come out. So definitely still working away and doing its thing. Yes, they are moving the cameras and not us. And DJ, quit doing that, please. You don't need to be worrying about, like, let's not be calling anyone names, or yourself, or anyone else for that matter, okay? We don't need that. Just relax, take a breath, and you'll be okay. And anyway, they did pop it over to Old Faithful, and it does look like it's just in the pre-stages of going off here, so we'll not worry about it or stick around too much. We do have some spectators back there. They're not showing the spectators around the edges right now, but that is Old Faithful. It will eventually pop off there as well. Let's go back to our wonderful volcano, though, in question, and that is, of course, there, and that is beautiful. And we are looking at Iceland, and of course, that is what we call the Siggy Fissure, and that is in Meridalier. People have been calling it the Meridalier volcano, and that is in Meridalier Valley. It is north of, slightly northeast of Ragnar in the valley, and a lot lower elevation than Ragnar was. But that is really awesome to see that thing doing its thing, and we really do enjoy it. If we pop around to the other views, this is a little bit more pulled back shot, and you can definitely see where the lava has traveled, and definitely continuing to flow out into Meridalier. And as we see the volume, if it picks up here flow rate wise and comes down these rivers, we're going to see more spill out in different locations here. And we'll also see another river develop. But what we are seeing here is a sneaky little hole in the back here. And remember, we looked at some of these spots in the back saying, hey, this is very porous material and lava is getting through and heating up some of that area. And this is a good example right here. And that is letting us know that we have some lava sneaking out and making its own little river along the edge of the hill that's right there. So really cool to see that, and kind of neat. Also across here, that is from some of that spillage that is getting out past that little berm it's built itself, and kind of working its way through underneath and trying to fill up that area back there. So wow, cool. Next guy, of course, is this view, kind of similar to the other one there. Looking pretty good though. We do like it. And of course, this is the other roof camera, and this one was a really nice shot, but they are having some problems, and it's not enough power for both camera and pan tilt motor. So something wrong with that camera. Or with their power supply, and not able to supply enough juice to it. Now, if these are run by solar panel, I bet you dollars to donuts that because it's been so cloudy the last couple of days, the batteries are pretty darn low or close to dead. The guys were there working on it today. I don't know if they replaced the batteries. But they did move the camera a little bit, and I guess they were working on things, trying to get things going, but didn't make it happen. So hopefully at least they'll know what they need to deal with. And of course, here is the entire shot of Meridalier Valley. If we back up in time, this gives you a little bit more of an idea what this actually looks like during the course of the day. And that is a pretty good shot right there. You can see there's your vents over there, primary stuff, and there's a Meridalier Valley. The flow has been coming across, going all the way over to the other side, and you can see that flow to that point, and it looks pretty cool. Hey, welcome and good morning, Leo Carlson. Daisy is also in the house. Welcome, Daisy. And Kananaskis Country also popped in. Welcome. Janice Norman, welcome. Who else snuck in here I didn't say hi to yet? Sarah Miles is here. Yeah, and pointing northeast. Yeah, northeast is that direction. And that is pretty cool. I'm not sure what all this gray cloud is over here. I'm a little suspicious. Gray clouds sometimes are formed by these things that they call vents or volcanoes, and I don't know, a little odd and suspicious looking to me, but we'll see. But anyway, I wanted to point out this smoke coming out of this spot right here, as well as the entire line here. These are all individual smoke spots, or steam, if you will, coming off of there, as well as on the edge right there. You can see a little bit of a plume come up every once in a while, as well as right down there. So the entire area here is hot underneath, and that is always kind of neat and interesting to see. But let's put this guy back onto current time. You do still see a little bit of Kalir there. It's the triangle right there, and then the lights of Reykjavik, the capital city, and of course the flows coming out. So that little flow that was right along the edge, that is this guy here. He's gotten out there quite a ways already. So that's actually quite a bit of lava coming through there, and we now have more lava flow there, which we can see in this shot. So that flow, that is the one that we see moving along that edge. So it's cool or hot. Well, lava is always hot. Well, I guess I shouldn't say always. Yeah, even the cool lava is hot because that's only 500 or 600 degrees Celsius, whereas this material coming out of this will be somewhere around 1250 degrees Celsius, approximately, give or take a little bit. I don't have any latest data yet, but I remember the old stuff from Ragnar was somewhere between about 1220 to 1240. So I would think that this material is probably somewhere in that same range, and the more of a flow that we see to it, probably the hotter it will be. Also, in this shot here, you can see that it has built up a little bit more of a corner here, and it keeps on piling up here because these ejections are so high. We have a lot of tephra flowing and falling onto the backside when this does shoot out, just like this, and you can see it building up that cone on the back wall. Pretty awesome to see. Let's get back to our close-up view. Where is it? How about that one? Yeah, that'll work right there. So pretty awesome to see you guys, and I am at break time, and I should be doing that as well. So I'm going to take another little break here, you guys, and we will do our thing. Piggy, the only mod Piggy is not the only mod. Arizona's in the background, and Gary is back there too, and maybe a couple of others, but we're all good with that. No worries. And let's see. Yeah, I think it's break time, you guys. So that Pepsi that Piggy gave me earlier, it is in the fridge. I'm gonna go get it. I'm kidding. It's all good. Be good, you guys. And for those who have popped in here and not yet hit that like button, help us out. Let's see if we can at least get up to 250 today. And that's kind of my target. If we can do that, that would be really, really awesome. I did say that. Yeah, thanks, Piggy. And that is pretty cool. Okay, also for those people who are, might be some trying to get in, trying to chat and going, hey, this isn't working, you do have to be subscribed first to be able to chat. We have been forced to leave the subscriber only mode on the chat because of the amount of spam that we are getting. Hence the reason for you having to click the subscribe button. And it will take 1 minute prior to you being able to chat in the chat box if that's what you wish to do. On that friendly note, I'm your host, DrFox2000, here in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada, and I am going to take a 5-minute break, and then, or thereabouts, and then we'll get back and see what else we've got happening around the world. We'll take a look at some weather and stuff like that, and some earthquakes, and Hawaii. We got to look at Hawaii too. So that'll all be there, and don't go away. We'll be back soon. And yeah, smile, smile. It's a lovely day. Smile. I know I don't have any hay. Okay, never mind. I can't sing. And don't listen to me sing. I'll be back. To answer your question, Dad, about 300 feet, if not a little bit more, or 100 plus meters. All right, I'll be back. And the microphone is on. Welcome or welcome back, everyone. I'm glad to have you all on board today. And of course, I'm your host, DrFox2000. You're watching VolcanoX live stream. Welcome back. My ears receive you loud and clear. Awesome, Piggy. And thank you to all you wonderful people, Scott Hartman, Sue, and Leo, and H. Boomer saying hello, and Grandma B, and let's see, Trevor, and Dave, Gemma, Super Kitty, Claire, and everybody else there. So thank you all, and that is pretty awesome. We are still trying to get up to at least 250 likes there today on this stream. So for those who are sneaking in, we got about 16 to go, so let's see if we can bump that, and that would be really, really cool and awesome. What is going on? DJ, you're going overboard with your not so nice statements there today for some reason. Maybe just not do that so much, okay? Anyway, looking at what we've got, it does look like we've got some fog or fog and clouds moving back in. That was something I kind of figured was going to happen. We did look at the weather earlier. This is some of the other views right now, and just so we can see that, yeah, the haze and cloud is coming back in, and that is kind of what we've got on our agenda. So it's hard to see what's going on. Our good picture just basically got wrecked, and that is what we've got. And of course, we are seeing more of these clouds zooming in there. So hopefully we'll be able to get our close-up back here and be able to see what is happening. Anyway, while that's doing its thing, let's pop over to other stuff that we do want to see. And that is, of course, we wanted to have a quick look again at the harmonic tremor chart and then the earthquakes for Iceland. We really didn't go over those. Then I want to pop over to Hawaii. I wanted to make note here. We did look at this earlier. It was just kind of hanging there. It's definitely on an upswing, you guys. Seeing that moving up is awesome, and we will probably see higher volumes popping out of there in short order. And popping over to the earthquake maps, if I'm click the right one here, that should be. Let's see, I get onto there. All right, so for the 24-hour period, this is what our earthquakes are looking like. For those who are fairly new and you don't understand quite where that volcano is located, here's the capital city of Reykjavik, and over here is where Keflavik Airport is, Keflavik, Reykjanesbær, Jarðvík, and we go down here. This is the town of Grindavik. Here, and the Blue Lagoon, of course, is right there with the power plant beside it. So if we zoom back out here a little bit, you can see on this map here where this 1.2 is. That is the bottom end. That's actually in Keilir. Hang on. Well, that's more like bottom end of Nathagi. This is Nathagi Valley. This is not Kriki. I said Keilir. Keilir is up over here. I'll show you in a minute. Anyway, that 1.2, I want to see how far down it is. It's actually on the side of the mountain, which is pretty good. 7.6 kilometers down. I don't think that's going to cause anybody any problems. I clicked on that too quickly. 22:37 was the time from yesterday. So that is because this is based on 24 hours. There's the Nathagi Valley, and if we slide over here, you can see this is Ragnar, our original volcano, and this is the corner of Meridalier. This is Meridalier here, and this is where the new vent has formed and opened up and pouring all that lava out. So it gives you a little bit of an idea where it is located. And there was another potential hot spot over here just beyond. There's kind of a rise when we're looking at that one camera when it pans around. There's a little bit of a hill right here, and just beyond that hill there was a whole bunch of earthquakes, smaller ones, and nothing ever popped out there. But we thought that was going to be another hot spot. Another potential spot is over here, Krusevik area, and that is still a potential. We do see some of these other little shots here. They are fairly deep still, so I don't think we're going to see something happening over there. Anyway, 4:31 a.m., 6 kilometers down for that 1.2, and this 1.0, 3.9 kilometers down, 3:04 a.m., another 1.2 up here, 3.6 kilometers down, another 1.1 or 1.0, 5.7 kilometers down, 2:30 in the morning. So that is just to give you a sample, and that's kind of what we're seeing. And I don't think it's going to pop. I thought for sure we're going to see a spot here, but so far nothing. That doesn't mean that it couldn't still happen. Okay, Kalir is right here, by the way, and that is the higher area in here. When we're seeing that camera pan around, it looks in this direction towards where the eruption could have happened, and we're not seeing anything in there right now. And zooming out a little bit, I'm not sure if we see too much else. We do have one little one on this particular map, 1.7 over here at Grimsvatn, and of course they do have Grimsvatn on those other maps showing as potentially active, and 1.7, 1.4 kilometers down, and that could be a sign. And of course 2:39 a.m. for that 1.7 magnitude. Zooming back out, looking at there's Astja, and we do have a little one, 1.2 over here, and not too far away from Astja, 3.1 kilometers down from yesterday at 23:58. So that's kind of what we're seeing on that map. And then we get up here, we have a little bit bigger quake, 2.0 and a 1.6, and that was from 1729, and that is 10.5 kilometers down for the 2.0, and this is 1724 is the time on this guy, and 11.9 kilometers down for the 1.6. Gives you a pretty good idea of what's going on. Just going to switch maps real quick. This is the other map, of course, and we have that one set as a 12-hour thing, and then that gives us some of the smaller quakes in the area. Remember I said we have a bunch over here by Kalir. This is one of the small ones from 1517. It's a 0.1 kilometer down. In other words, 100 meters down. It's only a 0.2 in magnitude, but still the fact that it's only 100 meters down is a good indicator that we still have a chance to see another hotspot open up towards Kalir. And then we also have these other ones right around Krusevik here, these smaller ones. Anyway, those again are fairly deep still, 4.7 for that guy. This is 3.8 on that 0.2, and then 3 kilometers on this 0.7. I'm not going to worry about times or anything like that right now, but those are within the last 12 hours. Not seeing anything else there. It's pretty safe to say that I don't think we're going to see anything over here. This area, though, it could happen. It could happen. Anyway, I want to slide out, and there were some other ones here, but we don't see anything at Grimsvatn. We don't see anything else at Astja. And in the last 12 hours, it was very, very quiet. The only other thing is this 1.7 out here. Oh, he's got a friend 1.6 right beside him. From 1606, 1.78 kilometers down, and the other one is 1.6 from 1606, 8.3 kilometers down as well. So that gives you a pretty good idea of what our earthquakes are like in Iceland right now. And things have kind of calmed down. We do recall it was a very, very heavy duty. Dr. Fox is smart. Thanks, Ed H. Glad to have you on board, buddy. And anyway, let's put that back onto that one. We like looking at that map. It's got nice colors to it. At least that's the story, and I'm sticking to it. And there's our wonderful Reykjanes Peninsula. We like it. Okay, moving on though, we want to take a look at Hawaii real quick. And oh, that view came back. That is always nice. So our cloud did clear up a little bit. We'll maybe be able to see a little bit more yet tonight from that. That'll be awesome. But popping over to Hawaii, and I need to get the right screen working here. There we go. All right, so that one from 12:06 this afternoon Hawaii time. I'm going to refresh it. 14:46 is current time for the last picture taken. We can see the level is down a little bit from yesterday, but still holding up there very nicely. That is a very fresh flow from our wonderful lava tube that is feeding it right in here. You can see that nice stream coming in here, and that is because that lava tube is dumping the lava in right there. A little vent here for the lava tube. Also over here is our toe area, and that has a tube in it from this side here feeding over there. It's created its own lava tube. At one point in time, of course, that was all broken out and it was free flow into there. But because of the flooding and everything, it's kind of covered itself up, and using a lava tube, Mother Nature does wonderful things. Carrying on, next picture gives us again a shot from 1213, and this actually is not bad. You can see that kind of a round shape here. That whole area is older lava, cooler lava, and it actually has been lifted up a little bit, and with the exception of what's in the pond, but that whole area got lifted up. You can see the sides are a little lower, and what that means is we've got fresher lava on the outsides and the older stuff in the middle. So this is like an island floating there. So, originally we had Pig Island in the middle here that was in existence for a long time, and then we had the newer lava flows, and that kind of solidified a little bit, got thicker and thicker, and then more lava was pouring in from underneath and doing its thing. And of course we've seen on the USGS videos how that was rising over a matter of time in their time lapses, and it's pretty cool. I don't have that loaded. We won't look at it today, but that is available from USGS if you guys do want to go have a look. This is the other side. They got this camera going again. Really nice. Primary vent over here on the left side. There's your little lava pond, the toe area, and the little vent for our lava tube. And hard to see, but there is a little hornito in here that is kind of feeding it, and I don't know if it's closed itself off, but it looks awful smoky over there. Gonna refresh that one so we have it current, and that is a current shot, and we can see a little bit more here. This area down on the bottom, this is fairly new, fresher lava in comparison to what's up top. So pretty awesome. We do see right there is Pig Island from this side, and gives you a pretty good idea. Also note the smoke coming out, or steam and stuff on the edges. That is indicating that we've got hot fresh lava coming into contact with some of the older magma or lava, the cool lava that was sitting on the side of that caldera, which is pretty awesome. Going to the thermal cam. Thermal cam is from 11:58 a.m. But we will redo it. I just wanted to look here on the left-hand side. You can see some of that newer, fresher flow in there as well as up here today. So nice to see that. Let's refresh it and see how much more there is, if any. And really hasn't changed any up there, and nor in here. A little bit cooler, I think, and got a little darker. But we are still seeing a relatively reasonable amount within that lava pond and the toe. There's your primary vent, of course, and very hard to see that little hornito right there, but that is where that lava is flowing in. Anyway, that is what it is for right now at Hawaii. Let's pop over to have a look at some earthquakes in a second or two. Piggy says it's break time, and I just want to do I'm going to do a break. Otherwise, Piggy's going to send those little krakens after me again, and they scratch my door. All right. Okay. Let's go back to lavely stuff. Okay, I'm going to leave it here, you guys, and I'm going to, we'll do the weather and everything afterwards. So for right now, please enjoy the lavely views, and that should be pretty cool. This is the newer view from MBL, and we do appreciate MBL and Ruve both. They are putting on a fantastic display of what's on here, so excellent stuff. And I think I'll leave it there before the krakens get me. So on that friendly note, good people, if you have not yet hit that like button, let's push it up a little bit more and see what we can get out of it today. And it is a very lavely day, so it is worthwhile hitting that like button. And that is the easiest, best, and cheapest way to accommodate the channel and support it, of course, and help out. On that friendly note, you broke 250. I didn't break them. It just happened. Do free, welcome, and glad to have you on board. Okay, you guys, I need to go take that break before the krakens come. And what I understand, all humor, Ed H. Krakens are little furry things. I'll show you after the break, okay? Anyway, I'm going to go before they get here. I'll be back, you guys. Keep smiling. Alrighty, I'm gonna turn the microphone on there and not worry about throwing on that other song right now. Looks like our clouds are moving in right now, so let's go over and do what we wanted to here anyway with the wonderful earthquake maps, and we'll go over that stuff really fairly quickly here, and hopefully there is nothing too major that we need to concern ourselves with. And we're going to start out with Hawaii, of course, since I did mention that we needed to do that. And hopefully we'll get some views back in the meantime. Zooming in on Hawaii, and there we are looking at a lot of activity. And there is, of course, the big island of Hawaii itself. And then, of course, we've got Maui and we've got Oahu over there, just so you kind of get the idea of where we're at. And we are on the big island. And we are out here just beyond Luihi Seamount, and I can actually show you what that looks like if we click on ocean, and that spot right there is Luihi Seamount. So this is down at the base of Luihi. 2.4 happened at 2 a.m., 8.8 kilometers down. And next guy over, 2.7, 34.8 kilometers down today from 11:29 Hawaii time, moving a little closer to the coast. Another 2.5, 7 minutes after 2 a.m., 14 kilometers down. And we see this guy here, 28 kilometers down for this 2.0 from yesterday at 21:24. Let's put it back to regular views there and zoom in a little bit. So we got all these guys that are way out, and let's start out with this straggler out here, a little odd place, and that is not really in the Pahala area, and he's a little bit to the I guess we call it southwest from there. 1.9 happened at 14 minutes after midnight, 1 kilometer down. So odd. Haven't seen a quake over there for a while, so very interesting. We got these. Let's have a look at these other ones closer on shore here. 1.8 happened at 12:57 today. This guy here, 1.8 as well, from yesterday in 1924. This is a 2.3 from yesterday at 1925. This guy here, 2.1 yesterday at 23:55. That is a 2.0 from today at 13:26 Hawaii time. This guy, 1.9 from yesterday as well, 23:09. And going over a bit more, 1.8 from today, 11:38 a.m. And we got that guy. We didn't get these here. 2.2 from yesterday at 22:15. Then we have this guy, another 2.2 from 20:43. 2.0 again from yesterday, 20:39. Then we get back on land. This one is from today at 13:44, and that is a 1.8. And we'll grab this guy here, 1.9 from yesterday, 23:03. Then this guy is 2.2 from today, 16:56. We also have this one here, latest one at 18:30 Hawaii time today, and 2.0. So that is pretty awesome. Sliding up the hill here. This is Mauna Loa, of course, and you can see that we don't have anything over on Mauna Kea, but we do have 2 new ones on Mauna Loa, and you can see the older ones in there as well. So this guy here, first off, 1.6, and that is at 3:52 a.m. Minus 1.6 kilometers, so it's 1.6 kilometers above sea level in the mountain itself. And I didn't mention these down here in Pahala and that area. they are typically between 29 and 35 kilometers down. All of them. That's why I didn't mention depths. But these other ones here are odd, so we do mention them. This one is 1.7, happened at 13:57 or 1:57 this afternoon, and that is 3.1 kilometers below sea level, but showing up as being underneath Mauna Loa. Zooming into Kilauea itself, we don't see any new earthquakes underneath or right in the immediate vicinity of Kilauea. And there is the caldera, the older view. Of course, the newer view is got a lot more lava in it, a whole bunch more. And a matter of fact, this is the side area where when we look, this is almost coming out of there. It's not very far from the top. So if you can envision that there is lava from there all the way down to what you see there, that's a lot of lava, you guys. A lot of lava sitting in there. And that would make sense if you had something in there and started rising. It would end up floating if it was light enough. So there you go. And of course, this older shot, you do see Pig Island right there. And that's what it was like way back when. All right, zooming out. Oh, I do see one more. We missed this guy here, 1.3, not that big. Happened today at 10:31, and that is 0.7 of a kilometer down. And that is it for Hawaiian earthquakes. Zooming out real quick, looking for red spots. And red ones are the newer ones, of course, and we'll close that. We do see a lot of small stuff along the San Andreas Fault. We do see some activity in the Juan de Fuca Plate, and we do know this guy here, and we had one here not too long ago. So a little bit of activity on the North American portion of this. Kind of interesting to see that. And also, let's get back over to Japan. We do see this up in the northern portions here. A little stack of 4.8 on this guy from 9:35 a.m. their time today, 10 kilometers down. The bigger one, 5.1, and 5.5 kilometers down, and another small one. That is 4.5 kilometers down, 11:14 was the time on that. The other one didn't give the time, 9:52. There we go. So that is what's happening there in Japan. We will slide down a little bit. This is Mariana Trench area down by Guam, 47.4 kilometers down for this 4.9. And that is from yesterday at 23:36. We did have this guy here from today, 5:03 a.m. Their time, and 4.6, 107 kilometers down. So very, very low. That's right near Luolatak volcano. And Papua New Guinea area over here, 4.9. And we see 41.4 kilometers down from 2:03 a.m. Going over here, Vanuatu area, we Solomon Islands type thing, 4.8, 141 kilometers down, happened at 20:56 yesterday. This one here, Vanuatu 5.2, 158.4 kilometers down, 59 minutes after midnight at their time. A couple small ones here, close to Tonga, will probably be registered as Fiji, and that is 4.5, 623 kilometers down on that guy. Happened at 15:56. The other one, 543.9 kilometers down, and that is at 11:35 today, their time. So the other ones here on the Kermadec Ridge, they're older stuff, so I'm not going to worry about those. So we do have some earthquakes around the Ring of Fire. We also do have here down by Michael Volcano or South Sandwich Islands, we do see a 5.1, very common in that subduction area, and it's not unusual to see that down there. So 17.2 kilometers down, 4:17 a.m. their time, and that is pretty good. We do see this here in Texas, a little bit bigger, New Mexico. That's very close to Texas, so. And I think these ones are, wow, there's quite a spot there. That's a little odd. What the heck is going on here, you guys? 3.1, 6.5 kilometers down. Today it's 1741. 3.0, 5 kilometers down. Yesterday 2155. This guy 2.9, and that is 6.7 kilometers down. Hey, maybe we're going to get an eruption there. That'd be interesting, eh? We've got a swarm. It'd be weird if we had all of a sudden get a volcano popping up here in, let's put it on street map so I can see exactly where that is. That is actually still in Texas, not in New Mexico. So that is part of Texas. That's why I said it was Texas, and I was kind of going, why are they saying New Mexico? But that might be the closest city to it, and that is pretty interesting. So, is there possibilities, you guys? But you never know. You never know. We also have over here in Oklahoma, there's quite a few little ones as well. Kansas doesn't have any, which is kind of neat. Tennessee, and then of course over here we see a couple in this area, and this is right near that Madrid fault area, and they could have some very, very large earthquakes there, and if the Madrid fault were to go, just to kind of throw a note in there, they had 7.3, 7 point somethings way back in time, about 100 and some years ago or something like that. And, there wasn't that much measuring equipment around and stuff, but that is a potentially dangerous area. And you could get some super, super big quakes there. There is a Gulf of Mexico conduit into Yukon. Gulf Mexico conduit to Yellowstone. I didn't know that. A conduit from Gulf of Mexico over to the Yellowstone. That's interesting. Okay. Silicon Avatar, the Madrid fault is at the boot of the heel of Missouri. The boot of the heel of Missouri. Hang on, where's, I just seen, Missouri is here, and the boot. I'm not sure where the state lines are. I'm not sure how that boot is supposed to be laid out. I thought it was right in here, right near Memphis and those areas. Maybe I'm mistaken, but somewhere in there. They had some big quakes, so that is what I was trying to portray here. So hopefully that makes sense. Okay, quick pop over at our other wonderful vacation spot that I'd love to go to, and that of course is the Canary Islands, and that is right in here. I'm going to refresh that map so we get our latest stuff for today. And let's see what we've got. Okay, we've got this guy flashing in between Tenerife and Gran Canaria, and of course that is showing as a 2.1, happened at 20:52 GMT or UTC, whatever you want to call it, and that is what we are seeing there. We do have this guy here was a 2.5, 15 kilometers down out there, happened, when was it, on the 8th, so a couple days ago. But let's take a look at La Palma, because that's our vacation destination, of course. And we do have 3 earthquakes there that happened, and they are on the opposite sides of the island. There you can see the 1.2, 14 kilometers down. You can see the little blue circle around there, and that is this guy here. And then next one is that 1.7, 7 kilometers down. We see it there, and I don't believe that would be quite in the path of the lava flows that we had from Cumbre Vieja, but that might be just to the south of it. The next one, 1.5, and that's also very near Cumbre Vieja. Cumbre Vieja would be over here just a little bit more. So seeing those there kind of goes, what's going on? What's going on? And of course, we've seen that one down here in Old El Paso, which is pretty cool. Volcano map. Let's do a quick refresh on that guy, and we will take a look and see what they've added or deleted here for today. Real quick look, not going to worry about too much. Of course, I'm looking at what we've got here, Philadelphia, and that is, of course, our wonderful Reykjanes Peninsula, Iceland, is what they're saying. That's the new Siggy Fisher. And of course, Grimsvatn and Asja are the other two that are showing there. And then here in the Azores, we have Seo George and of course Tercia, if I pronounce it right, Tercira. I'm not sure the pronunciation. I haven't worked on that one yet. Anyway, that is the second one that they're showing there, and don't know if that's going to happen or not. Everything else looks pretty much normal, nothing too serious. Kamchatka Peninsula, we are still seeing Chikaratsky as a yellow, Ibiko back to an orange, Karimsky back to a red, yep, and that was orange. I think it was orange. We didn't look at this yesterday. It was orange yesterday, and they changed it. Bezimiani also orange still. Chevalesh back to red. Seeing our Semi and the other one's Great Sitkins still orange. Cleveland still showing as a yellow there, and Pavlov still an orange. Davidoff is completely taken out and not showing anymore. Looking down here, here's that new one, Raum, and then Semeru, Merapi, and Krakatoa, and of course Luolatak right there. Ibu and Dukono right there, and then there's some other friends here. Iwu is located right there for those people curious. We see that one going off every once in a while. And of course, the ones that are of interest very close here is Ta'al, and Bulusan not so much, but Ta'al is the one that's been acting up as of late. And we slide up here a little bit more into the Japanese islands. This is Suwanoshijima. The other red one here is Sakurajima, and that is what we've got there. Not going to worry about the other ones. Here's our, we already looked at the Kamchatka, so that's all cool. And that is what we've got there. Nothing too major going on. These are all still the same. Urta Ale hasn't moved, and nobody's taken it. They haven't kidnapped it and held it for ransom. Etna is still showing as an orange, and of course Volcano and Stromboli, and then Campi. Campi, I don't know, I haven't seen it change state, but the other one right beside Campi over here is Mount Vesuvius, and that is also potential for big booms, and that is something that is to be discussed later on. Anyhow, that is it for there. Let's pop over to our weather charts, and we'll take a look at the SO2 around the world real quick. Pardon me. And Looking at North America first, not too bad. We have a little bit in Alaska, nothing major. And I understand we have a fire up north, and that is where some of that is coming from. I'm surprised we're not seeing anything from the fires down here. There's some fires along the border, and as well as along the California-Oregon border, as well as along the Washington-British Columbia border, and we're not seeing those. But that's okay, and not seeing anything really out of the ordinary, and probably need some decent rain to wash some of that SO2 out of the environment there. So looking at Mexico and Central America, looks like it's all pluming back into the Pacific as it continues. And that storm Howard, I do believe was his name, is still out here churning away. And this is that second storm that I said was going to develop, and it is churning. We'll see what happens and what they call it. Nothing coming from the Galapagos Islands, but we do still have our regular players up there in Colombia, and of course here in Ecuador, as well as Sabancaya doing its thing here in Peru, but there's also industrial stuff going on there. And then all the way down, some volcanic, some industrial. We do see this plume here. That's really odd. I don't know if that's a fire or what is causing that. I'm assuming it would be a fire, and I haven't seen that come out of the Amazon. This is kind of a first for me, so I'm hoping that they get some rain and that goes away. Looking at down here at New Zealand, we don't have anything coming from Ruapehu, but we still see stuff coming out of a White Isle volcano sliding up. This would be Tofua, and Tofua here in Tonga. That is what we're seeing there. And the Vanuatu area here, we've got Yasur and his buddies. And down here, of course, Tasmania, Australia, looking at just to the east of Melbourne, likely some refineries going on, and they're throwing some of that out. What did the volcano stop? What volcano? Siggy. Oh, are you talking about the Siggy volcano? We don't know. We'll get back to it. We're doing weather right now, Siggy. Calm down, Siggy. Yeah. We're gonna look. We'll get back to it. Right now, it's weather time. Anyway, coking plants out here and coal production north of this. Okay. I guess the weather is important. Yeah, it is. We gotta know what's happening elsewhere. And of course, there we go, looking at our Indonesian and Philippine and that area. Luolatak would be out here making this plume. And that new one, that Ragung, whatever it is, right beside Semeru, doing its thing there, helping out, create that red spot. Merapi is still working hard, doing its thing, and then Krakatoa and Jakarta, of course, are working together to make that wonderful red spot. And out here, this is Ibu and Dukono, and they are definitely a couple of bad guys doing their thing. Not so much coming from Bulusan, and we do have some stuff coming off of Taal, but a lot of that is right from Manila here and floating in that direction. So that's what we're seeing. Going back up the coast a little bit, we do see Taiwan, still normal stuff. And down here is about where Suwanosi Jima would be. And then that is adding some stuff going north. And then, of course, Sakurajima in here as well. and that is combining and stacking up along with industrial pollution as well, sliding up to the Kamchatka Peninsula. Really not that bad considering what we normally see, so very light in that sense. India, not so bad today. China, of course, horrible. I'm not even going to go there. And South Africa still doing its thing. And yep, we do have coal coking as well as a volcano here in DR Congo. And Sue gave me the name before, and she said, "Hey, try saying this." And no, I can't. I still can't. I tried. Really, I did. Anyway, RTVE is over here. Unfortunately, a lot of the pollution from the refineries here in Saudi Arabia are causing that not to be so visible, and sliding up to Mount Etna on Sicily. And Etna, of course, in combination with Volcano and Stromboli are creating this big red spot here. So that is what we've got. And not bad looking throughout Europe, and a little cleaner up there in the Sweden and Norway and Finland, so not bad. But we are starting to see a little bit more SO2 build up here as the wind is blowing across the new Siggy fissure and doing its thing. So that is what we're seeing. Yeah, being a slap in the face last 2 years. What has been a slap in the face? Your fishermen are drinking a beer and admiring their work. Yeah, fishermen? Okay, got it. You mean lava workers? Yeah, okay. All right, moving over to temperatures. No, you didn't see me sneaking in little peak views of Iceland there to see if the clouds would go away. Let me refresh this and get that on the way. And yes, that's what I was doing last night and this morning, seeing when are the clouds going to clear, and counting clouds on the satellite shot. Anyway, there's North America looking not too bad. We do see Canada's got a lot of heat come back up into it, real nice. And unfortunately, it's going up a little bit too far. But hey, that will come back down eventually, I'm hoping. And anyway, looking at the United States here, western portion still quite warm. Central western areas very, very hot, everywhere from Montana on down through Texas and those areas. We also see Arizona still bottom end, very hot, same as California. Probably going to see Death Valley and those places be very, very hot as well. But not as hot as it used to be, and that is probably a little bit better. We're looking in the 30s and that kind of thing. We don't see too many very, very hot spots, but still looking at Phoenix saying 33 degrees. Thanks, Sue, for bringing up Death Valley. 43 degrees Celsius, 110 Fahrenheit in Death Valley today. That is pretty hot. And the rest of the areas don't look too bad. A little bit nicer in Florida and along the eastern coast all the way up. Doesn't look too bad. Looking at Nova Scotia, New Brunswick, and PEI areas, 17, 18, down to 20 in some spots, or up to 20, I should say. Not bad. Newfoundland, a little cooler here. But warmer stuff up top here, kind of odd, but hey, if it works, it works. And Ontario, not bad too, so that is pretty good. Cancun, Mexico, 28 degrees again, very nice there. And of course, Caribbean, I'm not going to worry about those guys. Here's that other low that I was talking about, a second storm, and boy, is that let's see, yeah, Howard is up there now. And so Howard is still facing a lot of push here from the stuff coming down. So I don't think he's going to be moving off towards Hawaii anytime soon unless something else pushes him. But it looks like he's going to head back down this way. We'll see how that height here interacts with it and goes from there. But it looks like we've got another one forming there. South America, we are seeing, and remember we had that big SO2 plume come out of here, and that is kind of odd, but we do kind of see that we could see, wow, temperatures are not bad. It could be a little warmer there, but it's nasty. What is this? Holy mackerel. That is, looks like if you're going to planning a trip to Rio de Janeiro, replan it. Looks like it's going to have a big storm right there. Sao Paulo as well as Rio going to get nailed. Anyway, cutoff line north of that, so it includes Rio de Janeiro, not going to be a hot spot. It's going to be cold. It's going to be cold like Chile, Chile, and sliding over our wonderful New Zealand. A little bit cooler today again, and again, it's we've got lows and highs positioned in all the wrong places to give them those very, very cool temperatures. And that is not so good. It is wintertime down there, so that is what we're seeing. Technically, this would be their February if you're familiar with the colder climates of North America. So not bad though. Could be worse. They could be getting like 20 feet of snow or something. Tasmania looks like it's actually a little bit warmer today, which is not bad. And then same thing with Melbourne coming in at about 13 degrees. So that is really not so bad either. And I like it. And Adelaide coming in at 13 as well. And same, well, a little bit warmer in Sydney. And that is awesome. Leo brought up the weather. 14 for Melbourne. That's actually pretty good. But cloudy and 16 mile per hour winds, very windy there. Yep, I can see the lines just blowing through there, and you're just about right on that ridge here where everything is coming together. So speedy winds. And our wonderful Oz. Oz should be in the background here somewhere. Oz, it's 18 degrees Celsius according to this. I hope you're having a wonderful day. And Perth over on the other side at 12, 13 degrees. But we do see the warmer temperatures up in the north, which is really cool. And then, of course, we see the normal temperatures for the Malaysian, Indonesian, and the Philippine areas. Very, very hot, 28, that kind of thing. And, of course, 28, 29, Bangkok, yeah, 29 degrees today. Oh, humidity is down to 72%. What happened? It's a very dry day. They're all going to dry out. We need to supply them with water as quick as possible. I'm not sure why you're buffering, Leo. It is holding pretty steady here as far as my stream output, so something on your end perhaps. Or in between. Anyway, we do see this 90W here. That is that big nasty storm. Did they name it? No, they call it 90W. Anyway, that is there. Hopefully that is going to dissipate. That was the one that was coming across here before. A big high sitting out there though, and a lot cooler on the Kamchatka Peninsula. We do see some of that heat still up north. That is nice. Looking at China, very hot. Moving across here. India, not bad. Looks like we've got a heck of a storm brewing here in the Indian Ocean as well. So that could be very interesting. Cold line about here for Africa, going up a little bit. We get back into um, Iran, Iraq, and Saudi Arabia, UAE, and those areas very, very hot. Of course, all desert-like material in there, so very hot. Same thing as the Sahara Desert, still holding that heat. And looking here, Spain, Portugal, not bad. Could be a little cooler in Spain for nighttime, but we're okay with that. And then, of course, seeing France still holding some very nice temperatures. Same thing. Well, it's actually not bad here in Sicily. A little bit on the warm side yet for nighttime, but not bad, not bad. Same thing goes for most of Italy. And of course, our wonderful Piggy is got, oh man, she's got 27 degrees for nighttime temperatures. It's like 3 a.m. there and still 27 degrees. That would be kind of hard to take. Hope those fans are working. And anyway, Germany, not bad. France, a little bit warmer. England, for nighttime stuff, not too bad, but could be cooler. But even Wales, a little bit cooler up in Scotland, and out here on the wonderful Irish monk land, it's doing okay. Denmark still holding some temperature, as well as the portions of Sweden here look not bad. Same thing with Finland. Norway, on the other hand, is pretty normal, and they've got some mixed bags here. Higher elevations still holding some cold temperature. We see this massive low up here, and that looks massive, and that is causing all kinds of stuff. But we wouldn't mind if that stayed there and kept drawing up some of that cold air, some of that hot air. We need to get this guy out of here. That needs to go up there too. And then we get that Gulf Stream back onto Iceland and warm it up so we can get those darn palm trees to grow there. And that is what we need. And otherwise, how are we going to have a pyro hotel if we can't have palm trees all around it? We really need that. So let's work on getting that weather changed. And let's have a quick peek at precipitation around the world. Storms, not too bad here in Canada. We see some stuff down in the east. Not going to go over it too heavy here. Some scattered stuff throughout the far western regions, and not in California though, but everywhere else. And looks like a little bit down in Texas. Siggy, you got some thunderstorms coming. And of course, Houston looks like they've got a bigger storm there. And then all kinds of isolated storms going through the southeastern portions of the U.S., including Florida, and going all the way up towards New York here. So interesting to see that, but the rest of them are pretty clear. Central America looks very stormy right now, and northern portions here, this would still be a portion of the Amazon in those countries, and Venezuela, and of course Colombia, and Peru, Ecuador, holding some of that. That's not bad. Here's that storm off the coast, and it looks like it's actually multiple lows in here, or a couple of them. It's kind of weird. So if you're in Rio de Janeiro, look out. Sao Paulo, look out. You got a storm coming. And here's why I said it was chilly in Chile, and it is indeed. And we have some very, very cold temperatures there. Don't even want to think about that. Going over here, looking at the southern island of New Zealand, we do see some snow on the eastern side. Northern Island, I don't see any snow, but they are getting a little bit of rain. and they are still they've got a high sitting right here, a low sitting up there. That is going to cause some major problems. Here's what Leo is in store for, some winds and the clouds zipping by here at a couple hundred miles an hour. He'll have to put rocks in his socks just so he can stay from flying away. And we do see some Tasmanian rain as well in there, so I'm assuming that's what he's going to see for the next little while. And popping up here into Malaysia, Indonesia, and Philippine areas, we do see this storm sitting right there. Boy, that looks nasty. And not even sure exactly what countries are right there, but that looks like they're going to get hit hard. But part of that is in China. This is what they call the South China Sea right in here. So that is pretty nasty. And that's, of course, affecting the Philippines as well. Not as bad out here in the Philippine Sea, as they call it, but we do see that. Speaking of seas, there is that 90W, and we see it, and that is pretty nasty looking. Even over here in the Sea of Japan, we do still have some nice storms going through there as well, and gives you a pretty good idea of what is going around there. I'm not going to worry about India so much. Let's have a quick peek here. Looks like Sicily is going to get a little bit of rain there, and we may see some of this pop down a little bit further. I doubt, though, that they'll see any kind of rain, but it would be nice if some of that gently came down and provided rain in Greece and where Piggy is anyway. Also looking at Spain, pretty dry looking. Same thing with France and most of Europe, whether it's in Holland, Belgium, France, Luxembourg, all those places look dry right now. And that is kind of what we've got. A little bit of fog up here in Denmark. Even England looks pretty dry. Same thing with Ireland. Fog in north of Doolin, Ireland, has got some fog. And there's a storm that was coming into the Norway area, and then of course up in the very top, that is what we're seeing right there. In top end of Norway, and also Finland. And now going back to what we love the most, and of course that is Iceland. And there we go. We see the Reykjanes Peninsula is being hit again, but we do see empty spots. Okay, so when we see that coming in here, that means we're going to have intermittent visibility. We may lose it for a little while, but it will come back as intermittent, and that will be pretty awesome. All right, so we'll be able to see something happening. Getting back to temperatures, and we will slide down to the southern continent of Antarctica and look for our low temperatures. Minus 72 so far is what I see there, and we haven't really searched too much, and that is pretty cool. I see the minus 73, and let's see, Sue found a minus 77. Oh, whereabouts, Sue? I'm just kind of scanning here, looking. 60, oh, minus 73, 4, somewhere probably in here somewhere. Well, it's funny that, there are spots where it gets really, really cold down there. So it depends on where you're looking, and minus 77 is not uncalled for or unheard of down there. So the lowest I've got right now is minus 75. So I'm probably not too far away from what you're seeing, but yeah, minus 75. minus 77. So either or, I'm still going to say, hey, bundle up your penguins, you guys. And that is still mighty cold. And either you're not going to notice that much. Yeah, bundle up your penguins is right. We want to make sure of that. Anyway, that is kind of what we're looking at, you guys, for our weather. So let's go back to Iceland and see. Oh, it's lavely. We can still see it. And Siggy, there's your hellhole. Or your fissure, your new crack. And that is awesome. Did you see the a little episode this morning at Siggy Fisher on the cam? Which episode? There were multiple things happening there, Oz. We watched the rock float across there. We watched the rock break off. We watched the volcano pulverize the rock. We watched the outflows. So there's multiple things that went on. I'm just curious. It's popping pretty well. Yep. Snap, crackle, and pop. Collapse stock. Yep. And that is the other thing I wanted to mention. We've seen multiple collapses from that back wall. And some of the, when that ejecta was coming up, there were a few times where, it would shoot up and you'd see that whole back wall slide down and into the stuff, and then you'd see a secondary ejection pushing that first stuff up even more. So, yeah, I was watching. It was pretty awesome. And there was a lot of stuff there. So Rusty Bolts says, after minus 70, I stopped caring. Yep, Rusty Bolts, after minus 70, it is pretty bad. Okay, I did not see that one at 5:48 a.m. And I doubt that I can get back to it. I may have it recorded. I may not. I doubt it, though, because I think at that time I may have been sleeping. But we'll definitely see. I know there were multiple collapses, Oz, and it was very interesting to see. So, pretty awesome, pretty cool, you guys. Anyway, that's it for tonight. I'm going to wrap her up just about 8 p.m. here, and that is an hour later than what we normally do for a 2-hour show. From 5 to 7, it's 5 to 8 apparently is what we're getting. So I'm going to let this run for a little while yet, let you guys enjoy some of the views, and hopefully we will continue to see some of that pop out. It'll be very awesome, and hopefully you'll enjoy it. So for all those good people who are here, if you have not yet hit that like button, please give us a little bit of a hand there. Let's see if we can push that up to 300 before I shut it down. I'd like 300. I'll be happy with 280. So anyone who hasn't hit that yet would be really helpful if you could just give it a quick pop. Also, if you're new and you wanted to subscribe, you're more than welcome to do so if you're sitting on the sidelines. And of course, with subscriber mode only on, that is the only way you can actually chat in the chat box if you want to do that. On those friendly notes, I want to say a big thank you to Scott Hartman, Carl Wiscaver, if I said it right this time. Thank you, Carl. Matt Jen Butzer, if I got it right there, and then Rusty Bolts. All four of you, thank you for your wonderful super chats. I really do appreciate it. Also, thank you to all the members in here for supporting the stream, and good membership is awesome to have all of you in here doing your thing. That would be really, really cool if we could keep all of you. I'd like to get half a thousand more. By the way, we are over 100 members strong. Just wanted to add that. And I do have to make up a new list, and we'll get member credits playing here somewhere along the way in these streams. So thank you, everyone, for being here. A big thank you to my moderators, Arizona Snowman, Piggy, C&D Boy, Lucas, and of course Siggy Ragnar. And for those who are not familiar with Siggy Ragnar, he is actually one of the landowners that owns the land where this volcano that you're watching on the screen is. Okay, and that's on his land. And that is very, very awesome. And thank you, Siggy, for being in here and helping out with the stream and supporting. And I'm glad we can help out and promote that wonderful tourism and stuff like that to Iceland. And for those people who have never gone there, I was there last year. It is a wonderful place. The people are great. The Icelandic people are awesome. And they will help you out, and they all speak English, which is really nice. And well, I think most of them, I'm going to say most of them, I didn't find anybody that didn't speak English, put it that way. And they were all polite. That's the other thing I noticed is every one of the Icelandic people were very polite. There's a few tourists that weren't so polite, but the Icelandic people, they're great. Absolutely great. So if you guys ever want to go there, you know, I do encourage it. Just bring your money. It is an expensive place, I'm going to say that. And but you do have options of eating those wonderful hot dogs, which aren't really that costly. The Icelandic hot dog is, I think, should be on the Icelandic flag, really. It is, they're wonderful stuff. So, Vulcan 1600 Nomad. They're talking about bikes or something. Vulcan. Anyway. No, it's not that bad. Or what? Not hat bad? Hat bad? I think you meant that bad. Anyway. That's cool, you guys. So that's it for today. Hey, we need one more like to get to 280. Anyone else with a like? Mine says 279 on my screen. So if you haven't hit that like button, I'd give it a shot. Anyway, I'm going to shut her down. There we go. It's on there. So any more would be real cool and gravy. Thank you, everyone. I do appreciate all of you. And I'm glad that we were able to bring this stream and keep all of you interested and happy and all those nice, wonderful things. Keep smiling, everyone, and we will be back tomorrow, same time. And unless there's something major going on, we will be back for sure. So be good, be kind, smile, treat your neighbors with kindness and respect and all that nice stuff. And most of all, when you get back in your house, you tell your loved ones that you love them tonight, for tomorrow is never promised. I'm your host, DrFox2000, here in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada, and we'll see you all tomorrow. Take care. Thank you very much, and good night. Oink, oink.